Welcome back, ODHtv. I'm talking about Power Book 4 Force Season 3, the final episode. And see, this is what I'm talking about. They missed opportunities. There were so many things that went on in the season that didn't pay off at the end. You had the whole DMAC robbery at the gambling room. You got the whole Madamu being a new plug for Fenty for CBI, that whole thing. The whole Gianni situation, they just left him standing in the room looking crazy. I wasn't expecting him to die. I always said he was going to live, but they just left his character just standing there. There were a few people in the comments saying, what else did you want them to do? I wanted them to give me a good episode. That's what I wanted. And then for the final episode, they gave us a bag of shit to hold for the next spinoff. You know what I'm saying? Hold this, like a pacifier. Put this in your mouth and wait for legacy. But anyway, listen to what this dude has to say.
Yes, so let's get into that. So, all right, obviously you saw the episode. Brayden was not in the episode. And I will tell you this right now. I was in the episode.
What?
I get called by Christy Lofton. I get called by a couple other unnamed people.
That's what I'm saying. This would have made that episode a little bit more palatable. And of course, I know what they're doing. They're waiting for legacy so they can start bringing back all the other characters like Diana and Effie and Brayden. But they didn't need to do that for this episode. We knew they were coming back anyway. But anyway, let him finish talking.
I was in the episode. I get called by Christy Lofton. I get called by a couple other unnamed people. Brayden and Tariq are in the episode. This is crazy. They're in Chicago. I was fired up. I was like, oh my God, the boys are going to Chicago. This is going to go into the next thing. I'm so fired up. That it gets out that I'm in the episode to everyone, whoever sees the scripts. 24 hours later, the rewrites come out. Brayden's not in the episode.
So I don't care what anybody says. For that third season to be so fire, and then they take that last episode and do what they did, come on, man. I just wanted to throw this out there because I had somebody else in the comments talking about this was the best that they could possibly do. No, it wasn't. They had better, but they just chose not to give it to us. But this clip is from the Crew Hazard podcast with Michael Rainey Jr. and Gianni, Paolo. Check out the podcast. It's a good podcast. Michael Rainey tells a story about how when he was in Chicago filming, how he had to hide out and he was hanging out with Christy Lofton, the actor that plays Gianni. Funny story. Check out the podcast.